Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Smashbrush. I hope you guys all had an amazing Valentine's Day weekend. Xavier and I actually went out of town and we got to really just be together as a couple because unfortunately in today's day and age we're all so busy and rush, so we don't really get the chance to always have together time, so it was really nice being away. But anyways, in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how I did this more soft makeup slash everyday type of makeup using the all-new Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette. This was in collaboration with Morphe. As artists, we tend to look at these really fun and bright palettes and we have to do the craziest colors on our eyes. But then thinking about it, I did also realize that many people also want to know how to be able to achieve a really nice and soft makeup look, which is what I have here today and what I will be showing you guys how I got it using this palette. So if this is a video that you guys are interested in, then just keep watching, and without further ado, let's get to it. In my previous video, I did more of these colorful colors, so a little bit more of this region right over here. And today I really want to focus a little bit more on the region up here. I think these are very pretty and more of the neutral day-to-day type of eyeshadow looks. So the first thing that I do notice when it comes to the more natural tones is that they are a little bit more on the pinky side rather than the warm tone. I know those shades are offered more in her original Jaclyn Hill palette, so if you are definitely more into those warm colors, you probably like her Volume 1 palette for more of that daily look. However, I do think you are still very much capable of creating a very nice and soft day-to-day makeup look. Now my version of a natural makeup look is definitely just lighter tones, so nothing too crazy colors, no blues, greens, or anything like that. I do still like to give my pops here and there, especially when wearing lashes, just because, as you can tell, I feel like I have none. Yeah, I will definitely be letting you know though throughout this video what you can alternate if you feel like you want to go with something a little bit softer or a little bit stronger. First thing I'm gonna do is put my mirror here. Sorry that it'll probably be covering my mouth, but you will be able to see everything that I'm doing on my eyes. The very first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyes, and I am just using a concealer. You can use an eye primer or you can use a concealer or anything that works for you. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to be doing is going into this nice biggish type blending brush, and I am going in with that color Perfectionist, since I find that that is their lightest crease color that I guess we can go into. This is basically gonna be setting the way for all the other colors. So I'm basically gonna be applying this color from here to here, but I'm just gonna blend it nicely. Okay, so that actually looks really pretty, and notice that it has a slight brown look to it, but it does also kind of look a little pinky, which I do love, but it is it's just definitely one of those things to watch out for if you were going more for the brown colors, because I don't think there's really too much brown. It definitely has that nice pretty pink undertone. So the next color that I'm going to be going into is that color Comfort Zone, and I switched my brush to a smaller blending brush, and I am just going to be applying kind of right in the middle of all of this to not overlap this color. And basically I kind of just want to intensify the eye just a little bit, nothing too crazy. This is super pretty. So the last color that I think I want to go into is, I'm gonna mix a little bit of that color G Money along with Homebody, because these are much more deeper tones, but I like that G Money has a little bit more of warmth into it, and I'm just going to be applying just a little bit right into this corner. Perfect. And now going into a nice flat brush, I'm going to go into that color Certified, and I'm just going to go ahead and highlight my brow bone area. It's a super pretty and nice highlight. Also, I did want to mention with the color that I did before of the mixtures of G Money and Homebody, how I applied it here. If you feel like you don't want to go as dramatic just for that part, because this will kind of like smoke it out a little bit, you can always skip it and kind of just leave it with those two colors that we did before. Now going back with that color Certified, I just want to like slightly lighten this area right here. And now normally I would do like a nice cut crease from here, but because this is more of like a daytime look, I am gonna go ahead and then just go straight into one of the shimmers. I want to put the color Ride or Diamonds right all over my lid, and basically I'm just gonna apply it all within this area. Notice how this part is applying very lightly, so I kind of had a feeling that it was gonna apply like this just because from the swatches that I tried out, and I did also mention this in my first video. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to use my finger since it does have a little bit more pressure, and then just apply it straight on like that. So I do have to say that this color is very pretty. However, it is super sheer. So if you're one that likes more of like a regular shimmery coverage, this might be a little bit difficult using it just dry. So I am going to attempt to use this product now a little bit wet, and let's see how that'll come out. Oh, there you go. And now I just wanted to blend my edge just a little bit. Yeah, that shimmery tone, once it's wet, beautiful. And this is definitely more of the look that I personally like to go for when it comes to more of like a natural daytime look. So now let's go ahead and finish the bottom part real quickly. With a small smudge brush, I'm gonna go into the color Love Handles, and I'm just gonna kind of apply it all down there in the middle. And I'm gonna go into the color Grateful, and I am just gonna blend the very outer edge here and kind of connect it with the top here. Alright guys, and this is pretty much my look. I know it's really hard to see without like liner, mascara, lashes, and all of that. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, finish this eye off of camera, put on my liner, lashes, and all of that, and then I will be right back to talk about this look a little bit more. Okay guys, and here is my completed look. Again, I decided to do some eyeliner. I do like to do a little bit more of like heavier, bigger lashes. These can honestly be alternated for something a lot softer, or if you have great lashes and you just want to do mascara, you can go ahead and do that as well. I unfortunately feel like I have nothing, and then they're flat, and then they're just the worst lashes ever, so I always have to put on something. And then of course I did a wing liner just because that's almost like my non-negotiable type of like thing. I love the way it really opens up my eyes, but I know for like a day-to-day wear, sometimes that could be a little bit much for someone, so this can honestly also be a step that is skipped. And then I just did mascara on the bottom, and yeah guys, that is basically it. If there's anything that I have to say about this palette, is that the shimmery colors can be a little bit tough to kind of like apply. Initially, just putting on those shimmery colors on my eyes, as you saw before, like they were barely kind of there. But I did notice that once I wet my brush and then applied it onto the pan, it applied so much better. There was a lot more like payoff. And I guess now that the shadow itself is a little bit more on the wet side, it is applying like really nicely too. But yeah, that's all I would have to say as far as like kind of like a con for this palette. Once you do wet it, it's really easy to apply. There's no like special tricks or anything. Just make sure you're gliding it really nicely. And then of course, like the matte shadows that we did use that were more like here and underneath, those are honestly so pretty. Even from like the matte shadows that I used on my previous video, I think that they just apply so nicely. Again, very buttery, very easy to blend, super pigmented, and I have no complaints at all with the mattes. Also, I know that I have hosted a giveaway to win this palette for one of my lucky subscribers, and I did say that the winner was going to be announced in my next video, which fast forward is this video. However, I was actually not planning on uploading a video today, Monday, so what I am going to do is give you the exact date where the winner will be announced, which will be this Wednesday coming up. If you guys are interested in entering this giveaway, you have to make sure that you are doing 3 things. So number 1, make sure you are subscribed to my channel, turn on that notification bell. 2, make sure you are following me on Instagram. It is at Smashbrush _ at the very end. And then number 3, make sure you go ahead and comment the previous video. This video, I mean, you can comment too, but the winner will be chosen from the comments on the previous video. Just say something that you are looking forward to within this palette or that you loved about this palette, and then just write down what your Instagram handle is, because the winner will be DM'd. And yeah guys, that is basically it. Thank you guys so much for being here today, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.